Trap Media. Like, share, subscribe. On this episode, I feel like I want to start something new because I think too often we get into the negative of what's going on in the culture. Or I think we've been groomed just to be attracted to that. So that's why you hear channels talking about, like, man, when I talk about positive news, look how many views that got. But it's not because it's not effective and it's not because people don't want that. It's just you combating years and years of grooming to be attracted towards the negativity or the drama. So it's going to also take years and years of grooming to make people attracted to the positive news. Now, with the Hidden Colors, Sonata TV, Dr. Umar, SETI, Young Pharaoh, Nature Boy, Polite, Jay Morrison, Wall Street Trapper, everybody who's as a collective came and threw a different perspective in the pot as far as knowledge itself, as far as how to make money, as far as just the position of Dr. Savy Health. Everybody has offered something different. So YouTube has given us the opportunity to grow in a different way and attain more information than any other time in history. So you're starting to see the culture kind of go in a positive direction slowly, but it's happening. So I want to just make a segment to where we acknowledge each other for doing positive things and people, positive in the culture, because we'll be quick if something negative happened in the story. Somebody beat their girl up or lose all their money and something like or get shot or get killed. Everybody will turn around and watch that fast, but we gotta have that same energy when somebody is doing something positive. It's like people will see it, but they don't say nothing, or they wish they was doing it, or even still have a plan to do it. So they'll just fall back, and instead of acknowledging it, and instead of saluting that person, they just won't say nothing. And I think one of the best people that exemplify a positive impact in the culture that hasn't totally gotten the full credit, and it was behind a lot of careers popping off in the culture, is JT the Bigger Figure. If you from the Bay Area, Fillmore, San Francisco, you already know what's going on with JT, but the rest of the world might not. When Master P came out there, JT was one of the people he was talking to about the independent game. They was already doing it independently, selling the CDs out the truck in the Bay Area, and he was one of the early faces. And like he say, his career the step back in his career was when he chose to take his money and go buy a mosque because he was under getting mentored by Louis Farrakhan, and he was really into that mission. So he's always been giving, even when, like, how many people gonna get their first big check and go buy a mosque? Or just some type of religious or spiritual center where everybody could better themselves. However you feel about religion, it's still a place where people are trying to go take a step forward, get off of drugs, get out the street. So that's a positive thing. And helping Master P with we seen how Master P turned the independent mindset that he got from the West Coast into one of the most lucrative record deals in which the artist won. JT continued that, took that game to Atlanta. A lot of people don't know he brought Zaytoven to Atlanta, and from the millennial generation, Gucci is like a god, and the sound and production behind Gucci was Zaytoven. So without JT, you don't get Zaytoven. Without JT, he was the first one to put out the game's early mixtapes. Without JT, Kevin Gates. He was behind Kevin Gates early. That early Atlanta scene that ended up blowing up, he was down there shooting movies before all of these guys blew up. Snow on the Bluff. He was behind that. And there are a bunch of other movies that you can find on YouTube by JT the Bigger Figure. His YouTube channel right now is Trapflix, and I think the biggest was that Atlanta scene because he had Migos in the movies early. He had 21 Savage in the movies early. Young Thug. Everybody that you can look at that's a star now, and how the Atlantic music scene is popping. He had them all in films, and that was help grow their. That was helping to grow their brand. He was doing tapes with Gucci around there, and just bringing the sound down there. That's a West Coast. A lot of people attribute that to the South, but Zaytoven is from the same place JT is from, and JT brought him down there, and JT taught him how to make beats. And now he's current. It's not like we can be like, oh man, but what he's doing now? He took that hustle in Atlanta. He had bought land down there. Not only gave people a bunch of opportunities, now he took that to Africa, the same blueprint. He's helping out young artists over there. He was going and building water wells at the same time when he was back and forth through Atlanta, and he's building more and more water wells. He's been embraced by the community in Burkina Faso in Africa, and now I believe he's in Kenya because they speak English. But he still has he has he purchased a bunch of land in Africa so that us over here could also purchase land, but he was acting as that middleman, and now he has a guy, Cuz Cuddy, on Instagram, and he's tilling one of the land, turning it into a farm, has chickens, dog, like everything that you can imagine. So you know, just doing it all independently, staying true to what he believed in as far as buying the mosque, even when record companies didn't want him to do it, still constantly bigging up what he attributes to getting them here, and that's his religion and the Nation of Islam, and he just did it his way and really set that blueprint for the independent game and was behind a lot of the careers that most people celebrate today. So I think if you get time, take some time out your day to go look into JT, the Bigger Figure, aka Fig Panamera, Fillmore Africa, Fillmore Atlanta. I think he was in Alabama for a little bit, and he also spent some time in Chicago, taking the same independent blueprint all across the United States and then taking it over to Africa. So a lot of people talk about getting back to the motherland, touching the motherland, doing for the motherland, even doing for here, because some people will just do give to a big charity in Africa but never touch the inner cities here. He actually went to all of these places, spent time, didn't just give money, actually became one of the people, and you know that's just something to celebrate. So first episode of Positive Black News, we celebrating JT the Bigger Figure. Make sure you go check out his trap flicks on YouTube. He took a lot of videos down, I guess, because he's switching everything over to his app. Look up Trap Flicks on. I think he has the Trap Flicks on Instagram, and also look up Cuz Cuddy, who's working with him, and then I think I want to say Trap Flicks Bum Life or something like that, that sells his merch. So Trap Media, like, share, subscribe. Come on.